woke up this morning to the fire trucks being outside my house and being a little concerned as to what was going on. And it was because there was a poor little bird stuck in the ice. Good morning, party people. So today I want to talk to you about what it means to preempt the no. This is a little rant that I want to share with you guys to help you, to power you up and fire you up on your path to share your products and services and your brilliance with the world, and do it without preempting the no. So let's get into the definition of what the word preempt actually means. If you haven't heard it before, the word preempt means to acquire or propagate something before someone else. So essentially it means to position yourself in first place, to put your stake in the ground and say, this is my land, not yours. And it has a beautiful connection to what so many of us entrepreneur folk do, network marketing folk, wherever you find yourself in that equation. We find ourselves doing this constantly. Before we have the opportunity to even share something with somebody, we don't even put their name on the list because we are afraid they're going to say no. And here's what happens when you live in the woods. Fish and game comes when birds get stuck in the ice. So that's what this morning has been. Okay, and so when we are preempting the no, what we are essentially doing is trying to protect ourselves from rejection, from feeling like we're not loved or we're not enough, which are what Tony Robbins describes as our two most basic human needs, to feel like we're loved and to feel like we're enough. So when we go out on a sales call or we pick up the phone to call a friend to say, hey, I have this new adventure that I'm partaking in. I'm created this new business for myself. I'd love to share some products with you and get your feedback on it. We are trembling in fear that they are going to reject us, that they are going to say no, that they are going to dash our dreams and suddenly make our relationship incredibly awkward. True, right? But what we're also doing when we enter into that equation in extreme fear and we preempt the no and we, go in sheepishly, or we dilute or downplay our excitement or the value in our offer, what happens, my friends, I have to keep switching because my hands are getting freezing cold. What happens is that we are making a decision for them. And we're not giving them the full opportunity that perhaps we had when we got to make the decision if we wanted to do something or not. And so I bounce that ball to you to hold it and consider it and examine it and look at it and offer you the opportunity to think about the way that you're approaching sharing, not selling, the way that you're approaching sharing with others differently. And the third is the absolute bread and butter. The third is the value piece. It's where they are going to get insane value, where their life is going to be improved dramatically by choosing to embark upon this journey with you, whether that's using a product or service, hiring you to coach them, joining your team with your network marketing company, whatever that is. You really need to paint a picture about how it's going to solve their problems. So that means you have to better understand what their problems actually are. So you need to ask them questions that are going to help dig into that. And you're going to have to try to really understand where they are on their journey and offer to them a solution. And not in an over-the-top, overselling, sleazy, annoying used car salesman way. Those poor used car salesmen, they get such a bad rep. I'm sure there are amazing ones out there. I'm just going to add that in. But in a way that is illuminating, that makes them feel like what I like to talk about when you're writing copy, like the exhale. The where have you been all my life moment. And that's what we're after. That's what we're trying to create. And sometimes it's just a little exhale. Sometimes it's just a little, that product could help me. That could solve a problem for me. But if you don't position it to them, if you preempt the no and you expect that they're going to say no before they even do, then how can you help them on their journeys? Remember, this isn't about you. This is about helping in a bigger picture way. And that usually helps get a lot of us sort of off the hook, if you will. And I want you to do that. I want you to enter into your businesses, your products, your services that you created with your whole heart, and sharing them in a way, the decisions that you made with your whole heart, and sharing those with others and inspiring them on their journeys too. Because if they don't know about it, then how can they act and how can they change their lives? When you present something to them that is going to be transformational, you never know what could happen. Just looking at the ice fishermen. New England. New Hampshire living right there. Good old country. It feels really warm today. It's like 30 degrees. It's like a heat wave. So I want to leave you with a little challenge. I want you to look at your sales process. Look at the way that you are conducting your discovery calls, conducting those calls, the way you're sending text messages, whatever it happens to be, and examine how you are thinking for your customer, potential teammate, potential client, before they've even spoken to you. Pinpoint what that fear is, identify it, and release it, and allow them to make the decision for themselves. Allow them to change their lives the way that you've experienced transformation in such a powerful and beautiful way. And don't preempt the no. Don't put your stake in the ground and say, I claim this as a no before you even go there. Okay? I hope this is a little perspective shifter for you guys. If I can help you on your branding and business and life's journey, you can find me over at amberlilyestrom.com. Subscribe to my newsletter for weekly Live Your Freedom TV episodes, branding tips, inspiration, and all kinds of goodness. Thank you guys for being here. See you later. Shouldn't be doing this, but he's really cute. Hi, why are you closing it? Why did you close the window? I wanted to talk to him more.
Because he would cut through the screen in seconds and get in the house.
No.
Yeah, do you know how bad that would be?
Really bad.
It would be horrible.
You guys, if there's a raccoon in our house
at 10 o'clock at night.
We'd all...
With our daughter sleeping and two crazy dogs. That would be horrible.
I don't see why that would be that bad.